For many new players on Rust, finding their first gun can be a challenging experience. Most people playing haven't put thousands of hours on the PC version first, and for them, they may not have a clue how to progress from the humble bow and arrow and start to enjoy the finer things in life. Welcome everybody, my name's Ben, we are the Beard Guys, and today I am going to run through a guide for beginners on a Rust console on how to start acquiring yourselves some guns. There are many different ways to get firearms in the game. Some are very simple, some are very hard, and many of them involve a little bit of luck. I'll put time codes in the video description so you can skip to the section that most interests you. If you do find this video useful at all, then please think about hitting the like button and subscribing to the channel, as I'll be putting out tons of Rust console guides regularly over the coming weeks. Method 1. Looting basic crates. These wooden basic crates can be found all over the map in Rust and are one of your primary sources of all kinds of loot, including scrap, components, tools, ammo, and you guessed it, guns. You can run up and loot these crates freely without having to do anything special aside from avoiding being killed by jealous players or angry scientists. You can find them at roadsides, under metal pylons, and tucked away in various small compounds. You can also find them in greater abundance within monuments such as Launch Site, Dome, or the Lighthouse, but for these you will need some radiation protection, potentially solve keycard or jump puzzles, and also avoid the large amount of enemy players also trying to get the same loot. These crates have a relatively low chance of giving you a gun, but they can drop low tier stuff such as water pipe shotguns, double barrel shotguns, and revolvers. You might get a gun after one crate, or you might not get one after 100, but it's always worth looting them when you can, as you'll still get lots of other useful items. Method 2. Looting fancy crates. There are other types of crate that the player can loot that offer a better range of guns for the player to find. The green military crates and the even rarer elite crates can only be found at certain monuments and can drop some really high tier stuff. The military crates can drop Thompsons and custom SMGs, as well as pumps, semi-auto rifles, and other useful mid-tier guns, whilst the elite crates can drop most guns all the way up to top tier. It's still a lottery whether you get a gun or not, but getting in the habit of regularly hitting up monuments to clear out the crates is one of the best ways of getting yourselves tooled up. Method 3. Buying guns. If you've been opening every crate on the map and still haven't found a gun yet, then you can put all that scrap you now have to good use and just go and buy yourself one from one of the NPC areas. Bandit Camp and Outpost both sell a variety of different guns, and you can also buy them from player vending machines, but be wary of these being used as a trap. The Bandit Camp sells high-tier stuff such as the LR and M92, whilst the Outpost carries more modest guns like the DB and Revolver. Method 4. Craft them. Now, this method obviously comes with the caveat that you must have found at least one gun already, but once you have a gun, you can take it to a research bench in an outpost or in your base and use scrap to learn the blueprint of it. This will then let you craft that gun as many times as you like, provided you have the resources for it. You can't do this with all weapons. The LR and the M92, for instance, can't be researched, but most can, including the DB and Revolver. So if you get enough scrap, you can buy a DB from the outpost, research it, and then you are set with double barrel for life. Method 5. Steal other people's. This is likely the quickest method of getting a gun, though perhaps not always the easiest. Find someone else who has a gun and take theirs. If you're persistent enough with your bow or crossbow, you should be able to take down someone who has a basic weapon that you can relieve them of. An easier option still is to find someone in a vulnerable position and take advantage of it. If you hear someone having a fight, sneak over and kill someone whilst they're weak and medding, or even just run in and grab up the loot off of someone else's kill and then get out of there as quick as you can. Another sneaky method for getting nice kit without even having to fight is to keep an eye out for the attack helicopter shooting at someone and then sneak over and loot their body if they get killed. Then promptly run away and hide it all in your base. Method 6. Looting airdrops. Periodically, a plane will fly over the map and drop airdrops containing gear onto the ground. These large crates slowly parachute down and can contain contain some really high-end stuff. They are hotly contested, so expect to fight, but if you're sneaky, you might be able to take advantage of other players fighting and grab the loot and run. Method 7. Chinook crates. Since there is no oil rig or cargo ship monument currently in Rust console, Chinooks are the only way to acquire locked crates currently. The Chinook event will happen occasionally, causing the helicopter to fly around the map and drop off a locked crate at one of the monuments. The crate will be marked on the map, and once located, you have to press a button on it and then wait 15 minutes for it to unlock. If the laptop gets shot, then it will add time back onto the countdown. These crates can contain top tier loot and guns, so are definitely worth trying to get, but are certainly not for the faint-hearted, as they will be hotly contested by other players. Method 8. Taking down the attack helicopter. The attack chopper appears on the map from time to time and will fly around shooting at anyone it sees with too much in the way of weapons in their hotbar or wearing too much armor. But you can get revenge on the chopper and shoot it down if you have enough people, firepower, and plenty of cover and meds. When it is destroyed, it will drop several crates containing high-tier loot, but you'll have to wait for the fire to go out on them before you can loot them. Method 9. Taking down Bradley. Another challenging but rewarding method of getting guns is to take down the Bradley APC found at the launch site monument. This APC patrols the launch site area, shooting at anyone it sees. If you do manage to take it down by using explosives such as C4, rockets, or explosive ammo, it will drop crates offering up high-tier loot. Note that on console, Bradley is treated as a structure at the moment, so HV rockets won't work. Method 10. The Eoka. Last and probably least is the humble Eoka. This single shot pistol can be crafted relatively cheaply without the need for a blueprint, but it is unreliable and weak unless at very close range. Firing it requires the player to keep striking the flint on top of the gun, hoping for a spark to make it fire, which will usually take multiple failed attempts before it works. You can load it with various shotgun shells though, and if you manage to nail someone at very close range with it, you can drop armored targets with one shot if you're lucky, though you'll probably do better using a bow in most situations. So that's the end of my guide on how to get guns in Rust console. I think I've covered most of the possible routes currently available in the game, but if you can think of any more, then drop a comment down below and let me know what worked for you. If you enjoyed the video, then please think about clicking on the like button to support the channel and subscribing so you can catch all of our Rust console videos as soon as they go live. Also, don't forget to check out our Twitch channel on twitch.tv/thebeardguys, where I stream most weekdays. So thanks very much for watching. My name's Ben, we are the Beard Guys, and I'll see you next time.